Hi, evening, boss. So, a few questions for you. Starting with victory over Allscott last week, 4-1, and a 3-2 away win against Bromyard. How do you think these results shape your approach to the critical matches this weekend versus Pelsall Villa, and obviously the Powell Cup final against Shrewsbury up-and-comers?
I think the preparation has been good. The results of late have been really good. They've been strong. More than anything else, we went through a bit of a sticky patch. And coming out the other side now, I think more than anything else, we're going to it with some confidence. Back-to-back victories, some big victories, come from behind victories as well, which I think is always important for confidence. So we go in, the squad are getting fit now, so we've got a few lads coming back from injuries and suspensions. So I think the preparation is actually really good. It's going to be tough having 2 games in a weekend, but we go into it with a lot of confidence, and we're looking forward to the weekend.
Okay, you mentioned about injuries there. Obviously, Ollie Cooper's been out for a few weeks now. Can you confirm if he's going to be available for the weekend's matches? And obviously also Issa Fabre with a suspension. How will this impact the team for the league game against Pelsall Villa and obviously the Powell Cup final the day after?
Okay, firstly, Oliver's been training. We got him up to full speed training last week. He's been doing a lot of work outside of our training, a lot of work himself in the gym with some speed, some running. He's back up to full fitness now. He will return to the squad on Saturday. We will obviously manage his minutes with the hope that he's involved in the cup final on Sunday as well. But Oliver's now fully fit and ready to go. And I think coming back fresh, having so many games back to back, just leading up to his injury, probably was part of the cause of that. But coming back fresh is a big addition to our squad. Issa, he's suspended Saturday, so he won't figure on Saturday. But it's kind of good news because it gives us a fresh set of legs when we get into the cup final on Sunday. And Issa will definitely be there in the cup final on Sunday in the squad. And again, a couple of weeks off, 2 midfielders, loads of legs, loads of athleticism, highly skilled players as well. Massive additions, but notwithstanding, we've had guys playing in there. Young Ryan McKay's done a great job. Jacob's been fantastic. I think Joey's been first class as well. So we've had some players in there that have been doing a great job, but obviously when you get players like Oliver and Issa coming back into the squad, it's a massive boost to the team. So yeah, Oliver will be involved in both squads, and Issa will certainly be involved in the cup final squad.
Okay, great stuff. So obviously back-to-back high-stake games on the weekend. Can you share any tactical or strategic changes we expect to see, particularly in obviously how you're going to handle the transition from game with a game after game, one of the best sides in the league, to a cup final?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. We'll approach the 2 games differently. They're 2 different sides. They play in different ways. We understand how both of them teams set up, so we will set up slightly differently for each game with different personnel. But overall, the most important thing this weekend is managing the legs, managing the minutes, and the fatigue in the players. So yes, we will adjust strategically or tactically between the 2 games, but there'll be small tweaks. We've got a very settled pattern of play, and it works well. The guys are confident in it, so there won't be wholesale changes, but we will manage the players' legs throughout.
Yeah, okay. I mean, the next question kind of follows on to that. So significant performances obviously against Allscott and Bromyard. Are there any key players that you're counting on to deliver in both League Clash and the Powell Cup final, and how are their roles going to evolve in preparation for the challenges?
I'd say all of them, to be honest with you. I think the season's been based on a solid defence. Players like Kyle, like Pricey, we need to manage them. Pricey's carrying a little knock at the moment, so we'll manage the way he goes through that. Jack in goals, coming back into a bit of form, which has been really good to see. He's going to be key, pivotal. He'll play both games, so it's really important that he's focused, and it's difficult for a young goalkeeper to carry that focus through high intensity for 2 games running, so he's going to be key. Of course, I could go through the entire squad, but most of all the guys that are going to play up front this weekend, because putting the ball in the net is something we've started to do more and more regularly, and something we definitely want to continue.
Okay. Obviously, with the games so closely together, are there any specific preparations or recovery protocols that you've put in place just to keep the players at peak performance, ready for the weekend?
Yeah, we've done it a little bit different this week. We've trained this evening. We've had a much lighter session this evening because we want to keep the legs nice and fresh and the guys at optimum performance. Saturday, again, we will manage the minutes in the games. We use GPS on the players, so we will definitely be monitoring that on Saturday night. I'll analyse the results from Saturday's games, see what players dropped off in what periods, see if we've got any obvious injuries or fatigue in there. But really, it's a different weekend because we're playing Saturday and Sunday, so it's very much preparation. That involves no alcohol, it involves early nights, and just getting our minds ready to go for the game. I think the bodies will last, but we've got to make sure the minds are absolutely right and focused.
Keeping Fran busy, are they?
They're certainly keeping Fran busy. Yeah, the physio room's never been so busy.
Okay, last question, Boz. So obviously, recent announcement that you've agreed to stay on as the manager for the next season. Can you share your vision for the club's future? How do you plan to build on the current momentum, and what the main objectives are for the upcoming season?
Yeah, I think it's really a big part of the decision why I've decided to stay is the ambitions that I have for the team and for the squad and for the club match that of the chairman, and I think that's really important that we're in synergy with each other. Ade's really clear about where we want to go with the club. I'm with the same with the team. Let's be absolutely clear, when we get to the summer, we will have to remove some players from the current squad, and we'll have to have a churn in the squad to add some quality and some strength and some more depth in certain areas. So we will have to remodel it slightly to get there, but our ambition is to drive this club forwards. Our ambition next year, we have to be very, very, very clear about it, is to get out of this league and gain promotion to step 6. Then I dare say it will be another rebuild, and we go again for step 5, and so on and so forth. But for next season, a refresh of the squad, an upgrading in certain positions, reinforcing certain areas, and with a clear ambition that our objective next year is to go and get promoted out of this league.
Okay, great stuff. Well, obviously, good luck for the weekend's games, boss, and let's hopefully we bring back 3 points on the trophy.
Thanks very much. Have a great weekend. Enjoy it.